Good morning, students. Welcome to social science class. As we are studying chapter 10, and in this chapter, we are going to read the governance in North India. It means how kings governed in their areas. Firstly, in this chapter, we are going to read the administration. Administration means how kings ruled over that area, what are their policies, who helped them, all these things we are going to read. The king was all powerful in North India. The most powerful person of the area is king. So at that time, king was the powerful person in North India. He was assisted by different officials. The empire was divided into provinces. The king was the head of military as well as judiciary. The king spent huge amount of money on building up strong armies. King has the council of ministers and other officers also helped him in the administrative work. He divided his area into small parts for the proper functioning. Officers and ministers helped him in the different departments, and they gave advice to the king, but it was up to the king that he had to follow the advice or not. The king was the head of the military. It means जितनी भी आर्मी थी वो सब किंग के अंडर थी, as well as judiciary. The last decision for any case, for any work was of kings. So head of the military and judiciary was king. He spent huge money on building up strong armies because we have read that they were engaged in wars for the supremacy, and for wars they need huge armies. So they spent huge money, a lot of money to strengthen their army. Okay, so this is about the administrative system of kings in North India. Now next is economy. Economy means the financial work, the work regarding money, trade, that is economy. There was a great economic disparity among different social classes. It means there is a difference between the rich and poor. Their condition were different. So इकोनॉमिक डिस्पैरिटी, बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंसेस थे डिफरेंट क्लासेस के बीच में. सोशल जो कास्ट थी, जो उनके स्टैंडर्ड्स थे, उसके अकॉर्डिंग बहुत सारे डिफरेंसेस थे इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस में. द रॉयल फैमिली, हाई ऑफिशियल्स एंड द ट्रेडर्स वर प्रॉस्पेरस. द किंग्स रिलेटिव or the family of the king, okay, these are the royal family, member of royal family. High officials, the officers who were on the higher post, the ministers of the king, they were rich. The big traders, big businessmen of that time, they were rich. They led a prosperous life. बहुत अच्छी, बहुत luxury life को spend कर रहे थे. And the people living in the villages were poor. The temples were the center of riches and hence attracted a lot of invaders. Rich people gave grant to the temples. Royal families, traders, ministers, higher officials, okay, they gave grant to the temple. So temples were the center of rich people only. Importance were given to the rich person in the temples also. And temples had a great wealth, so they attracted invaders. बहुत से जो फॉरेन इन्वेडर्स इंडिया में आए, they came to India just for the wealth. Okay, they attacked on the temple and grabbed all the wealth from the temples. क्योंकि टेम्पल में तो अब आर्मी नहीं होती ना, टेम्पल में कौन होता है? जस्ट अ प्रीस्ट. ओके, सो द टेम्पल्स had great wealth and these temples attracted the foreign invaders. There was feudal system in our country. The kings granted land as reward to the officers who came to be known as Thakur and Rais. King gave land to the high officials. When he became happy from some officer, he gave land or an area to that officer, and that officer became the owner of that land, and he was known as Thakur or Rais. They started their own building their own army. उन्होंने अपनी आर्मी, अपनी एक जो सोल्जर्स थे वो कलेक्ट करना स्टार्ट कर दिए. दे स्टार्टेड बिल्डिंग देयर ऑन आर्मी एंड दे हेल्प्ड किंग विद देयर आर्मी एट द टाइम ऑफ वॉर. दे प्रोवाइड देयर मिलिट्री असिस्टेंस. अपनी मिलिट्री जो उन्होंने अपने सोल्जर्स कलेक्ट किए थे, स्टार्ट किए थे रखने, वो किंग्स को प्रोवाइड करते थे व्हेन देयर वाज अ वॉर. The feudal system led to the decline of many empires as the feudal lords gave only a small part of the land revenue to the king. Now king gave its land to the feudal lord. Okay, and feudal lords had to give land revenue to the king. Land revenue means उस लैंड का किराया जो फार्मर्स फ्यूडल लॉर्ड को पे करते थे और फर्दर फ्यूडल लॉर्ड को वो लैंड रेवेन्यू किंग को देना था. ओके, तो यहाँ पर फ्यूडल लॉर्ड प्लेड अ गेम. दे गेव ओनली अ स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ लैंड रेवेन्यू टू द किंग. ओके, एंड जो जितना भी अपने पास था मैक्सिमम पार्ट वो अपने पास रख लेते थे. ओनली अ स्मॉल पार्ट दे गिव टू द किंग. Okay, and it results in the decline of the empire. बहुत सारे जो एम्पायर थे वो किस लिए ख़त्म हुए? जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ फ्यूडल सिस्टम. As feudal lords became more and more powerful than the king, and the king became weak. They didn't have money, they didn't have military power, so kings became weak and feudal lords became more and more powerful than the kings. Many feudal lords like Chauhan and Parmaras became powerful and established their own independent empire. When feudal lords became powerful, they just established their own independent state or independent empire. Okay, is it clear कि feudal lords को kings ने ही बनाया था, kings ने उन्हें land provide किया, but feudal lords ने क्या किया? king को land revenue देना बंद कर दिया and built their own army, their own military, okay, and it weakened the king's power of the king, and feudal lord became more powerful, and they established their own state or empire. Okay, next is society. The rigid caste system led to the division of Indian society. The king, the feudal lords, and the Brahmins in high position enjoyed a life of luxury. Rigid caste system was there. It means nobody can change their caste. They had to do the work according to their caste. We know that there are 4 varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Brahman enjoyed the supreme power. They have the main position in the society, and Kshatriyas are the king or the soldiers, and Vaishyas are the traders. All these 3 varnas enjoyed their life, and Shudras had to serve all these 3. So king, feudal lords and Brahmins have high position in the society, and they enjoyed a life of luxury. Land was cultivated by Shudras. Land was not belong to the Shudras, but who cultivated the land? Shudras. वो लैंड शूद्रास की नहीं थी, बट उस पर कल्टीवेशन मतलब एग्रीकल्चर वर्क कौन कर रहा था? शूद्रास cultivated the land, and they were burdened by taxes and social discrimination. There is a social discrimination in the society, और वहाँ पर लैंड के जो ऑनर थे वो शूद्रास नहीं थे, बट दे हैड टू पे टैक्सेस and they were overburdened by these taxes. Condition of women was also miserable. They were deprived of education. They were not allowed to go to school. They were not allowed to learn, to take education. The evil practices of sati pratha and child marriage, polygamy were in the society. So this type of evil practices decline the status of women in the society. सती प्रथा मीन्स कि जो वाइफ है उसे अपने हस्बैंड की डेथ के बाद उसके साथ ही जल जाना है. दैट इज सती प्रथा. क्रिमेशन जब किया जाता है हस्बैंड का, तो उसके साथ ही वाइफ को भी जलना होता था अपने हस्बैंड की डेड बॉडी के साथ. ठीक है. और चाइल्ड मैरिज मीन्स कि स्मॉल किड्स, छोटे छोटे बच्चों की ही मैरिज कर दी जाती थी. पॉलीगैमी मीन्स दैट मेन कैन मैरी मोर देन वंस. एक से ज़्यादा बार जो मैन हैं वो मैरिज कर सकते थे. सो ये सब जो इविल प्रैक्टिसेस थी, इन सब ने विमेन का स्टेटस डिक्लाइन कर दिया, डाउन कर दिया. ओके. So today we have discussed about the administrative system, economic condition and society in North India. That's it for today's lecture. Read this topic from the book, okay, and try to understand the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.